What is going on, fam? It's Jado Black. Another video. Salute to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about this story. I'm going to look at this article from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. It's about this rapper, this biracial rapper by the name of Tiny Jag, who decided to leave an event because she felt like they were discriminating against Caucasian people. Okay? Yes, this is real. And in this situation, as you're going to see in this article, I'm going to explain to you why you're having certain people praising her for this. There was actually a biracial YouTuber, a big YouTuber, who was like ecstatic over this. You know, finally, I guess a biracial artist is standing up for both sides of their particular race, even though, for the most part, in this situation, she's only standing up for one side. But anyway, I don't see anything wrong with Tiny Jag leaving this event if she felt this strongly about this. But I will say so before I get into the article. Would any of us have known of her if she would have went along with this particular performance? I don't think so. She had, up until recently, I just didn't check before I did the video, she has like 10,000 followers on Instagram, which means she's not that well known. You know, maybe some of y'all know her, maybe some of her fans are gonna watch this video, okay? But in this situation, I think she has actually gained more from leaving this event than actually staying in it and performing, you know? Now, according to this Atlanta Journal-Constitution article, one rapper has canceled a Detroit festival performance after learning white concert goers are being charged more for tickets than people of color. Tiny Jag, also known as Jillian Graham, recently withdrew from Afro Future Fest when a white friend sent her a screenshot of an Instagram post that outlined the admission difference, the Detroit Metro Times reported. According to the Instagram post, the August affair, hosted by a youth-led initiative called Afro Future Youth, is selling early bird POC tickets for $10 and non-POC tickets for $20. Let me just say this about this situation with Tiny Jag. I believe she's probably one of those biracials who was raised around a lot of non-blacks. I believe she was raised around a lot of her Caucasian family, but she may have taken a liking to what will be considered quote unquote urban music. And that happens a lot. Like some of these pro-blacks that be on social media who are mixed, a lot of them grew up around the Caucasian side of their family. But, you know, now they with that yo shit. No, listen, I'm just saying, I hope I'm not the only one who noticed that. I know I'm not the only one who noticed that. But anyway. So in this situation, I think Tiny Jag never really grew up around a lot of her melanated family. This is why she may be feeling the way that she's feeling. And again, one of her non-people of color friends are the one who told her about this. And once again, about this event, this is supposed to be a youth-led event. And you mean to tell me that the youth in Detroit, Michigan are doing things like this with the tickets? That to me is troubling, because if young people are putting this event together, this shows you the mindset, that how much they've been brainwashed by society, by social media, to feel super, you know, conscious and pro-black, when really there's no substance behind it. All it is virtue signaling. All it is a symbolism, but there's no push towards making your community actually better or great. You know, I was immediately enraged just because I am biracial. Tiny Jag, who is from Detroit, told the Metro Times, I have family members that would have, under those circumstances, been subjected to something that I would never ever want them to be in, especially not because of anything that I have going on. A lot of the songs that I perform are from my first project called Polly. That is my grandmother's name. She continued, how do you want me to come to a performance and perform these songs off a mixtape that is titled after this white woman that you would have charged double to get in here? Like, it's just outrageous from so many angles. Let me just say this. I'm not completely 100%, but I think she could be virtue signaling as well. You have non-people of color talking about they're going to support her now, that they should follow her by just like this mixed YouTuber. He was saying how now y'all should follow her and support her, buy her merchandise, and it's like, but you said her music wasn't good. You want people to support her because she's virtue signaling too? What is she doing that's any different than what other people have done? When people talk about politics and how they're gonna take a knee, or how they should protest this, and how is this any different? Now again, she's taking a stand, I understand that, but just looking at these comments is pure virtue signaling, man. Like, again, you're taking a stand. I respect that. If I was to see that flyer and I saw that, I would be put off by it. And I'm not even mixed. I would say, what are y'all doing? What kind of event is this? But just looking at these comments, it's like, okay, I understand you saying, you know what, man, that's wrong. Why is there a difference in charging people? But it just seems to me like she's really going out of her way, okay, to let people know how outraged she is. She also announced her decision via Twitter, revealing she didn't know what the price discrepancy. She didn't know about the price discrepancy when she had initially signed on. I think she knows who her audience is, and it may not be majority black people. I'm just saying. The Afro Future Fest explained its pay model on its Eventbrite website. Equality means treating everyone the same. Equity is ensuring everyone has what they need to be successful, the group wrote. Our ticket structure was built to ensure that the most marginalized communities, people of color, are provided with a chance at enjoying events in their own community. Let me just say this about this group. You're idiots, okay? Non-people of color have the money to go to a lot of different events, yes. Because I've seen them at a lot of rap concerts. They be in the front row, or a lot of shows. But that doesn't mean that you should charge them more than what you're charging them. That doesn't make any sense. That is a bad business model. Now, again, me being a skeptic, this could be a way for them to promote themselves and say, hey, look at us. I believe they did this on purpose, and I can see why Tiny Jag was put off by this. You know what I'm saying? But she could have simply just asked them about what was going on and then pulled out the event saying, you know what, I've talked to them and this is their mindset, or they're political. But this whole Afro Future event seems very political to me. These young people, unfortunately, have bought into these far left politics. They think that by charging white people more, they feel like that's them sort of taking power back. Saying, you're gonna make sure that you pay more because you're not one of us. We are struggling. And that's not the right mindset to have, man. It's not. Now, maybe you're not expecting a large crowd of non-people of color, but let me tell you something, man. This is wrong on a lot of levels. It really is. Because at the end of the day, a lot of the people who buy the music of these rappers, who go to their shows are not just melanated people. They're not. A lot of these rappers will tell you this. When they're not online trying to virtue signal themselves, they will tell you that. If they were honest, they will tell you that. So I can see why a Tiny Jag will pull out of this event and, be put off by this, because you have a group of people who I'm assuming are young people in their 20s putting this event together, which is not easy. It's not easy to put these type of events together. But the ticket discrepancy, it makes y'all look crazy. It makes y'all look like you're trying to get a pat on the head by the same people that you think that you're getting back at. It's incredible to me, the mindset of people these days, man. And I want y'all to understand something. Man. These types of things never work. If you're depending on blacks just to support blacks, it could work, but in most cases it don't. Due to envy and jealousy, due to people not being able to get along. And you think that this is going to help things? No, it's going to make things worse. It really is. And I want y'all to understand that you now have a group of people, and you got a lot of mixed people who are going to start defending both sides of their race. You know what I'm saying? Because they did not grow up in the same, life that y'all had. They don't care about acceptance from you. And you're going to start seeing this more and more. That is why you have mixed content creators going out of their way to promote these people now who they didn't even know anything about. Because at the end of the day, people are making everything about politics. And it's unfortunate, it's sad that things have to get political. But in these situations, it has. While Tiny Jag says she's an advocate for equality, why do they keep spelling equality? Never mind. She disagrees with Afrofuture's Fest method to do so. It's non-progressive and not the solution focused in my eyes, she told the Metro Times. It seems almost like it was spiked, and unfortunately, with spite comes hate, and that's just not obviously going to be a good direction for us to go if we're looking for positive change. Which means that this was an epic fail. But I could be wrong. Let me stick in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts.